challenging. So we're very, very lucky to have Mohamed here with us today.
Non-proliferation, that this, ideally, I'd like to see the non-proliferation regime treated the way as we treat genocide. That whether you are in or out of the treaty, you are banned from developing weapons, nuclear weapons, or weapons of mass destruction. We're far away from that.
And how it might find its way into the hands of the bad guys. First, I think in particular, conscious after 9/11 that in the months ahead,
one of these supplements will be, if you like, a moratorium or a ban on the right of every country to develop plutonium and highly enriched uranium, because I think from economic point of view, security point of view, political point of view, it's simply not needed.
Let me get you to step back just for a second, because I've been looking at faces here.
What I worry about North Korea, that it also sends the worst signal to the would-be proliferators, that if you want to protect yourself, accelerate your program, because then you are immune in a way. Then people will sit around the table with you. And if you do not do that, fast enough, you might be subject to preemption.
And whether it's done in this group of 6, the United States, Russia.
A better system of security with regard to enrichment and reprocessing. I put the idea of multinationalizing. If you ask me whether they have the know-how, to develop, the highly enriched uranium, the answer is yes. And that in itself, frankly, is a deterrence. Again, I think Iran was very conscious that by developing the know-how, they also sending a message that we know how to do it, should we decide to do it. It's a question is, have they done it? That's where we are looking into right now.
Okay, and what's going to mean collapse? Collapse is what? North Korea declares itself a nuclear weapon state?
One important lesson in Iraq, that inspection works. I mean, it's very simple, that inspection did work in Iraq. When we said that we disarmed Iraq from its weapon program, it was true. And I think that is an important lesson for would-be proliferator, for would-be predators, that they need to understand that inspection can work if given the authority, if given the resources. The other lesson, of course, that we simply need to some time to be patient, because it takes time. But if, time, as I remember I said in the Security Council, sometimes time is an investment in peace, because if you can resolve issues without resorting to the use of force, that's obviously in the interest of everybody.
On Melanie,
would-be proliferators take away. And I'd be interested in particular to your view.
It's spread all over the place. I should say, frankly, that we are now getting good cooperation from the Pakistani government and in trying to help us resolve some issues in Iran, in Libya, and also trying to understand the full extent of the black market. But that's...
For places like the Council, or those of us that think about these subjects, to come up with some thoughts. This is a serious challenge to the whole